And we are back with episode 5, part 2 of Coyote Canyon. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and play this. One man who's not afraid to speak his mind.
And now it's time for the Waco Watch.
It's day number 112. The siege is long since over, but not in our hearts. The Pleiadian Grey Men need our guns to build their rockets. I encourage every God-fearing American to stock up on ammo, stock up on guns and mayo. Remember, no mayo in jars. It's turkey basters or nothing, and it has to be full fat. None of that low-fat bull.
One man who's not afraid to show restraint.
A UFO was spotted tonight over Seattle.
It's probably just helicopters.
Really?
Yeah. Or it's Nazi FBI Mango Space
A man who won't give an inch.
B-2 stealth planes are UFOs synthesized by the reptilians from Zeta Reticuli to help the Illuminati-backed government expose the fact that the Cubans are releasing drones disguised as birds into our national airspace to map all our McDonald's locations. Through these McDonald's locations, the Cubans, or should I say the mole people, will release fertilized mole eggs into our Egg McMuffins, which will grow baby mole people in our nation's corgis, raising an army which will bring about the New World Order.
Rick, the question was about the Paris fashion show.
Listen to The Truth with Rick Sandwire. Tuesdays at 2 a.m.
Miss Piggy is destroying America!
I feel like Ryan and Red Oaks listens to him. He's
Totally.
still on the air in the late 90s or mid-90s.
While I do my yoga.
I mean, he's going to be on the air forever. No one's going to take him off. Let's be real.
That was beautiful.
I like how you say birds. Like, it's just such a burst of a word.
Bird.
Yeah.
Birds!
Anyway, so you guys are in the basement of City Hall. At this point, the statues have been calmed down, and you have 4 out of the 5 stones in your possession. You are, like I said, you're still in the basement. Would you guys like to leave the basement, or you still have business here?
Should we loot that room that just turned back into a regular room now that it's like full of
Probably.
cabinets? We can burn down City Hall
Right.
over here too.
No.
No, there's like experiments going on underneath here and like creepy silver goo puzzles. Like obviously nothing good's going on in this building.
Well, that might not be the main.
We're already burning down like the area over next to it. It might just end up burning down with the
Well-
fire we started before.
We'll double distract them.
Oh boy. Did you say that there's filing cabinets in here?
Yes, there are filing cabinets and all sorts of different things down in this second room. If you guys would like to take a time to search around here, you can.
I would like to see in the filing cabinet, see if I see anything interesting that catches my eye.
Okay, go ahead and roll a brains for me. Anyone else like kind of looking around the room?
Yeah, I want to take a quick look around.
Okay.
Do we all just roll brains?
Yeah, sure. Let's see what you guys get.
Oh, okay. Well, so much for that for me.
Okay. So, Orion and Clay, you guys get adversity tokens. We'll start with Kimberly. Kimberly, looking around in these files and stuff, just kind of sifting through. Let me pull something up real quick. You do find a series of files that have a weird label at the top. It says Session 3B.
Okay.
It looks, from the binder of bindings, it looks like a therapy session of some kind.
All right. I'm gonna take a look inside.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and send you this. Okay. If you go up to your journal on Roll20, not in Discord. Sorry about that. In journal, there should be a new object that's called Session 3B.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
You can click into that and read that.
Okay. Out loud or just to myself?
To yourself now. If you want to share it
Okay.
later, you can.
Sure.
So you find the file that says Session 3B on it, and you begin to read through that. Next up, we've got... so Kimberly was first. Orion, Clay, Penny. You were just looking around the room?
Yeah.
Okay. You find in one of the corners there are a series of tools and equipment that's just kind of been put down here maybe for storage. And a couple of flashlights, what looks to be like bolt cutters, and a set of power drills.
Yeah. Okay.
They look like they need to be plugged into something though.
Okay. I'm gonna take those. I assume altogether it's kind of heavy.
Yeah, it's a lot to.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the bolt cutters to Orion. No, actually to Clay. And I'll give one of the power drills to Orion and one to Frankie, and then with the extra flashlights I'm just gonna distribute those between me and Kimberly, I guess. And
so you distribute that stuff. Well, Frankie, you kind of jump around a couple of things and start moving in the furthest corner of the room, and that's when you hear something fall off a table and clink to the ground. As it rolls around, you see it's a bottle behind a weird makeshift couple of tables that have been stacked together down here.
Can I check it out, the bottle?
Yeah, it looks like some kind of beer bottle.
Full or empty?
It's half full.
Can I tell what it's half full with? Any weird goos inside of it?
No, it's definitely beer.
Is it cold?
Ish. It's cool. Not room temperature, for sure.
That's not good.
And then you hear from within the weird makeshift tables. Ugh.
Hey.
And you wanted to burn down City Hall, Frankie.
How did he get in here?
Can I wake him up?
You kind of go underneath and you see lying there in a weird huddled mass beneath a bunch of newspapers and stuff is Copper Pete.
Copper Pete, you were doing so well. You were sober for a solid 12 hours there.
Frankie? Is that you?
What are you doing down here?
Drinking mostly.
Copper Pete, you rascal.
Can I get him up, dust him off?
Yeah, you kind of pull him and he kind of spins a few times. Oh, that's not good. As he kind of stands, he's swaying a little bit. Looking good, Frankie. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, Pete.
Yeah, something really spooked me earlier today. Don't remember what now, so I guess everything's fine.
Everything is perfect, Pete.
Yeah. Oh, there was something. Something happened this morning. It was crazy. I think I saw a ghost, Frankie.
What did it look like?
I don't remember. It was spooky. But then it reminded me of something important that I needed to tell you, but I can't quite remember what it was, because then I came down here to my hidey hole, and then I was looking for the thing, and then I was in black darkness for a while, and then I woke up. I guess I must have blacked out.
You think if you were to see that ghost again, it might jog your memory on the thing you were supposed to remind me of?
Maybe?
1 second, I'm gonna go just lock this door really quick. And
in just 1 second, I'm just gonna grab this beer over here. And he starts crouching back underneath the little desk fort that he made for himself.
Can I lock him inside so we can't escape?
It's a desk fort. There's no place to lock him.
No, I mean the room itself that we're currently in.
Oh, yeah, all of you are in the room at the moment, so.
Door.
I just want to close the door and maybe move like a table in front of it so we can't run away.
Sure, this will bar you from the exit of the stairs, because you're in the room where the statue was.
We don't need to go leave immediately.
Okay. So you go back to the door, and while everyone's sifting and gathering things, you close the door and you pull like a desk in front of it.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect blocking. Just slow him down here.
Sure.
And then, hey, Clay.
Yeah.
Come with me really quick. There's something I found. I need you to help me out with.
Sure.
They didn't all hear Copper Pete here.
Yeah, I know he's there. I called him a rascal.
So the two of you walk up to Copper Pete, who's like coming out of like the crouch position he was in. He's holding a beer up to his mouth, and he's just swaying, and it's slowly draining.
Hey, Pete, can I hold that really quick?
Sure. She hands you the bottle.
Clay, can you grab that bottle from him?
Sure. I grab it.
Okay.
I was hoping he'd react to a bird hand taking away the...
What, Quill? Nah, Quill's alright. Pats the side of Quill's head.
Oh, Frank.
Who's in there right now?
Frank, I think I know what we should do.
And he started to like poke into the mouth grill.
All right. Let's not do that. Here, Frank, you hold on to this bottle.
Okay.
I take the head off. Hey, Copper Pete, it's Clay.
Oh, hey, Clay. Good to see you.
I'd like you to meet Colt. Colt, can you say hi to Copper Pete?
Hi, Copper Pete. Oh, hi there, Cole. He like pats the head. That's a neat trick, Clay.
It's not a trick.
I don't get it.
Yeah, here, let me. I'll finish off the little bit here. So I'll step out of the suit and put the head back.
You step out of the suit and put the head back. Colt like rights himself. Oh, that's so much better.
Don't get too comfortable, Colt. I'm gonna go right back in when we're done.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's also a neat trick. Who's in there now? He starts like trying to poke the grill. Excuse me, that's my mouth. I don't. Clay. He's like starting to like open it and stuff.
Just give it 10 more seconds.
There's no one in there.
Yeah.
How are you doing that? I'm existing? Oh, I guess we all are. He sits there ponderingly. Can I have my beer back?
Yeah, sure. You want to come with us to the hotel, Pete? I'll give you some chips.
Sure.
I heard they have free drinks with the slots.
Free drinks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. It seems to you guys that while he's drunk, he doesn't seem to be too afraid of the supernatural.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, Colt.
Hey, this thing, the ghost. There was something about this. Oh yeah, and he like reaches down into one of the filing cabinets and pulls it open. Inside of it are a bunch of magazines. Looking at them closer, they are Ancient Myths magazines. As he files through them, oh, here we go. This issue of Ancient Myths magazine, one of the top-rated magazines in all of the United States, according to Times Magazine and a few other magazines. Plug for our show.
Pete, do you just come down here and drink and rifle through old filing cabinets?
Well, yeah, they just keep that basement hatch open.
Which hatch?
He kind of like steps forward a couple steps and like moves aside like a small dresser, and there's like a set of stairs that go up to like a cellar hatch from the exterior.
Oh, that's nice.
Pete, was that all of your sarsaparilla in the fridge in the other room?
There's another room?
No, don't worry about it.
No. Here. He hands you a specific magazine.
I get back in Colt.
Can I take a look at the magazine?
Yeah, here. Should I share it with everyone, or do just want to give it to Frankie?
We just cut the middleman and share with everyone.
Okay. I'll do it.
Emil, you can upload it directly onto the StreamYard as one of the overlays, and then it'll show on everybody's screen.
It's just text. I don't have like a document or a picture to show.
See. Okay, that's fine.
It should show in Roll20 though.
Yeah, but it won't show well. I've got it.
Okay.
Should I read it out, or should we all take a moment?
I'll go ahead and read it out.
Ancient Myths Magazine. Life could be a dream. Maladrazda? Maladrazda. Henry McRearson. The company of Ancient Myths seeks out the spectacular and the supernatural in all of our editorial pursuits, things that science or reason cannot seem to decipher or understand. Our dreams carry a lot of our inherent fears and aspirations, but they stand apart from our own understanding. I set out to ask experts in the field about dreams in an effort to better understand what they could mean. What I found was something more profound than I ever could have imagined. Many deities exist in our world to help explain dreams of the Norse goddess Niorin, the Egyptian god Bes, the Greek god Morpheus. These all controlled dreams and live in balance that, if broken, would have shattered the human consciousness. As dream expert, Professor Megden Allaire told me at the, I don't know how to pronounce that one, Onerology?
Honorology, I think.
Onerology department of Evergreen University. Inherent in all peoples is the need to break down all emotions, be it fear, happiness, sorrow, what have you. But if forced to contend with these feelings in our waking selves, it could lead to great mental trauma. The dream allows us to focus and decompress our emotions, drain our minds of their torment, and allow for our waking selves to experience new emotions. In short, we need dreams in order to survive. This interests me. What would happen in a state where dreams could not take form in sleep? What if you experienced dreams in, as the professor put it, our waking selves? Here I found in our archives a story that matched this description. It spoke of the stone of Maladrazda being only mentioned in a few places around the world. Maladrazda is a sort of spirit that ferries souls between life and death. This particular story talks about a man who found a peculiar stone deep underground. It is shown with a light, and I quote, as bright as darkness and a song outside of reality. The young man took the stone to his home where he would try to dream, but could no longer sleep. Instead, he found whatever he dreamed of would just become real. The power of the stone was so powerful that the entire world began to conform to his vision. That is, until Maladrazda began to madden him in his exhaustion. His dreams, becoming more and more chaotic, sent his whole world into a spiral. Maladrazda continually forcing everything to become unstable. The man ended up destroying the stone. The journal doesn't detail how, but in the stone's destruction, the man severed Maladrazda from its control. The entity vanished into a realm of chaos and mirage along with its song. What became of Maladrazda or the stone is unclear. The man, however, set his life's work to protect the world from the merging of reality and dream. The journal, written by a man who feared the things that thrive outside the boundaries of the human experience. Reality, the tangible, is only worth anything when it can be earned. When we roll up our sleeves and make something of ourselves, what is there to live for if life is but a dream? Pete, I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah?
There's no free drinks.
Oh. Well, can I still come with you?
Yeah. Please.
All right. Sure. As he's kind of like now standing near you guys, ready to go. There are two ways out. You can go through the city hall or the storm exit.
Storm exit.
Yeah, storm
Let's do
exit.
it.
Okay. So you guys walk up the stairs kind of like creak open the storm exit. You exit on the west side of the building. There are a couple of bushes kind of obscuring this passage as you guys all emerge from there. Looking around, the town seems fairly empty at the moment. No one's around or nearby, but you do see cars as you move around the building back to the front area where the park is. Cars are streaming downwards towards possibly the bridge, but as you look out from the lookout point, that's kind of a tourist spot at the far edge where the drop off is. It's just water. It looks like the water has risen up to this level, and the water is just continually all the way over to the hotel at this point. As the sun is beginning to get lower on the horizon, cars seem to be heading towards the hotel.
What
do you guys like to do?
Plan.
Well, we need to go to the concert. How do we want to get?
How do we want to go?
You guys want to look around?
Because I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Who's looking out, seeing what's going on?
I will.
Okay. Kimberly and Penny, go and roll brains for me.
Okay. Hold on. Come on.
Either one of you want to use a adversity tokens? Or?
I'll use an adversity token.
Okay. Penny, I'm going to go ahead and give you one. So the two of you, all of you, kind of rush over to where your bikes are. Now, Copper Pete doesn't have a bike, so he's going to ride with one of you. Who wants to spot Copper Pete?
Hop on my bike, Copper Pete.
Okay, so Copper Pete gets onto your bike, which is your friend's bike, who has tricked out his bike like you have, right?
I would have been the one that did the work on it.
Exactly. So it can definitely carry more than one person, because I'm going to say that you've probably modified it to be this way. So let's... Kimberly gets to her bike first, even though she is in some amount of pain. She starts pedaling out down the main street towards the beach area and starts looking where the cars kind of start going down to the lower level of Coyote Canyon, and that's completely covered over in water. But some cars are just driving through there like it's nothing. Like it's not actually there. You look at the lookout point area, and it is now a dock with a small ferry boat.
Hey guys! How adventurous are you feeling right now? We could ride on the ferry.
Back now.
Would you rather pedal all the way to the hotel or use the ferry that's ominously sitting there?
Probably the ferry.
Yeah, probably.
I don't. I think the water's real for us, but not for the rest of the town.
Yeah.
As you guys are kind of staring out into this weird ocean, Frankie, I need you to roll grit for me.
I'll spend a token.
Yeah, okay. As you looking out at this water, memory kind of flashes back momentarily to that ash grassland and the green sky. And it kind of phases in and out of that vision, but you kind of shake your head and it comes back to the normal blue sky. But for some reason, it's becoming harder and harder to distinguish the two. As at that moment, you hear off in the distance that strange music echoing down towards you guys. You guys hear it?
Yes. Does anybody
other
else
music
hear
is still
music?
going.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the other music loop. This is just to let you know things are not what they seem.
Is Frankie the only one hearing it?
No, Frankie. All of you are hearing it. Frankie is seeing things as well.
Oh, okay. I am not going to mention that I'm seeing things.
Okay. All of you guys are down the street at the area, near the lookout point where the new ferry has shown up. The ferry's not alone. There's a couple people standing over by the ferry.
Anyone we recognize?
Kimberly, you already rolled for brains. Someone else want to look in that direction and see if you recognize anyone?
I'll look.
Okay. So, Clay, looking over in that direction, you see Duke standing in line with a few other people.
How close am I?
You're a bit of a distance away, like half a block.
Okay.
But you recognize like the build and the hat, and you definitely can't miss the bright yellow shirt that says "Blam" on it.
You might as well go on the ferry.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
So yeah, we're still moving towards
Okay.
there. So
You guys cycle all the way to the ferry area. There's a few different people here that you guys recognize. Orion, you see both Lyra and Ursa, along with Jamie. They're kind of in line and waiting to get onto the ferry. Next to Duke, those two groups don't seem to be talking to each other. Kimberly, you see Casey, but you don't see Jackson or Lucas. Frankie,
weird.
you see Lily, but no Josh. And Penny, you see Jennifer and Jessica. Weirdly, the one that drove you guys to the farm.
Okay.
They're all kind of in this line, with a few other assortment of people, but like adults as well. Then there's a strange man on the ferry that it has a kind of like cap, and you can't make out his face.
Should we go talk to our friends, do you think? Make sure that they're actually okay and not insane and don't remember us?
Yeah, we can give it a shot.
All right.
So you guys okay. Kimberly, you approach first with like this motley crew that you guys have assembled, and all of you kind of go to your respective friends. I'm just gonna go ahead and just start with Kimberly, as Casey notices you and kind of waves.
Hey,
Kim.
Casey. Hey, how's it going?
Have you seen Lucas or Jax anywhere?
No, I was expecting them to be with you.
I thought they were gonna be with you, but this whole lake thing is crazy, right?
Yes, it is. It's very out of the ordinary.
Like, how are they even doing this? This is wild. Did you see that blue fire earlier?
Blue fire? Where?
Well, I think you can still see it,
yes.
and she's pointing over at the funicular, which is
that
now
one.
like a massive blaze of blue fire.
Yeah, I did see that. Now that you mention
Yeah,
it.
I rode down the funicular. I don't know why they haven't shut it down yet, but like,
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
yeah. Do you think this is like a space hologram? And she's like reaching at the water, but like her hand is touching the water. It's like it's pulling up. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah. I'm actually really concerned, like, how they're doing this. It's kind of creeping me out, I'm not going to lie to you.
Kim, you look awful, by the way.
I do?
What? What's this lumpy thing on your... And she starts poking at the braid.
Don't touch.
Are you okay?
I may have fallen really badly off my bike earlier today. It's fine.
Are you sure you can go to a concert like that?
I'll be fine. It's
Okay.
braced. I'll see what happens tomorrow. I really want to see Blam, though, so, like, nothing's going to stop me to see them.
I get it. I totally get it.
I know you do.
Blam's amazing.
I know.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
So as Kimberly's doing that, Clay, you walk up to Duke, who's at the front of the line.
Duke!
Clay! Oh, I was freaking out. I didn't think you were gonna make it. I was so close to like bailing. Like, this is so dumb, you know? Like,
Duke.
can you believe these people? Like,
Duke.
uh huh.
It's okay.
Do you think they'll sign my copy? And he's like holding like the latest like tape of Blam in his hands.
Latest album. The Blambum.
Blamble?
That doesn't work. It's all right, Duke. I think so. I think they'll sign it if you go up.
Yeah, I think they will too. Here, I brought you this, and he pulls out a pink hat that says Blam on it.
Oh, wow!
It's technically my little sister's, but I think it'll fit you. And he got the pops on your head.
I'm still wearing Colt.
Oh, are you?
I told you I went back in.
Oh, I didn't hear that bit. So he probably wouldn't have recognized you. I'm just gonna say you weren't wearing the head.
Yeah, I'm not wearing the head. I just went back in the costume.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say the Duke is too excited, and he pops the hat on your head anyway.
Oh, wow, that's a little tight, but okay.
There's buttons on the back that you can unsnap, and it'll fit.
These trucker hats, right? They're so cool.
They're really stylish. I really like mine.
So yeah, we're going to see Blam.
We're gonna see Blam. I'm so excited. Come here. He pulls you in next to him. You kind of look back at the rest of the group. A few people in line are looking at you curiously while you're wearing the mascot costume. You hear Colt say, is everything all right?
No, it's not, Colt, but that's okay. We're gonna play along.
All right. Let me know, and I can use my blades.
No, we're not doing that yet.
Is that like a secret word? Do you want me to use my blades?
No, I don't. Colt, be quiet.
Say no once if you want me to use the blades. Say no twice if you don't want me to use the blades.
Stop.
Okay. I'll stop using the blades.
Wait,
a couple of feathers stop spinning around the sand.
Yeah, let's keep that hidden and retracted. I will let you know very clearly if or when it's time to use blades.
Roger that.
All right.
Frankie, you walk up to Lily, who's standing in line. Like, her bike is clearly like stacked, put away at a spot. You approach, and Lily kind of waves over at you.
Hey, Lily.
Hey, yeah, Josh is gonna be late. Someone took his bike.
That's rough. Has Josh been acting odd to you at all recently? Maybe within like the last day or two, especially?
Not that I remember. Why?
No, not at all. What have you and Josh gotten up to in the last like day?
It's been pretty crazy. I mean, we went to school. You didn't show up.
No, I didn't.
And then a bunch of weird stuff. You just came out of the weird cellar thing. What was that?
Well, that's why I wasn't in class. We were preparing for the pep rally.
Oh, what's down there? I didn't know that existed. Is that the old sanatorium? Is that real?
There's actually nothing down there other than a pit. We all had to sit in there all day long while they prepared for the pep rally so we could jump out during the pep rally.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't in class. I was just in a pit with Clay Owens. It was really rough.
Yeah,
There's only so much of that accent you can take.
I agree.
He keeps calling root beer sarsaparilla. We're in Arizona.
What? Why doesn't he just say root beer?
I don't know. There might be a difference. I'm not really sure.
Well, Josh is gonna make it on the next ferry, I guess. This is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Did you happen to see the water, like appear where it came from?
No, I just got out of school and everything was flooded. Is this real? Like, There was that nerdy science kid. I can't remember his name. He keeps saying that it's just a bunch of like gas helium, and this is technically like a zeppelin that's kind of floating on top of it. I don't know how they're doing it, but it's really neat.
I don't know, Lily. Life could be a dream. Who knows? Anyway, can you give this bike to Josh when you see him?
Yeah. Why do you have Josh's bike?
It was in the pit when we climbed in there for the pep rally.
I have so many questions. As we move over to Orion, you're moving up to Lyra and Ursa.
I'm gonna go up and
Jamie sees you first and says, "Oreo!" They both
Hey,
turn
Jamie.
around and wave at you, and Jamie's just like reaching out for you to grab him.
I just kind of pat his head. What is it? I'm gonna. Well, I'll first say hey, and
Hey, why did you drop Jamie on us? Why was he with you in the first place?
it's
He kind
a
of
long
trying
story.
to pull Jamie back, but he keeps trying to lean in towards you.
Continue to hang tight to him. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, for the most part. Lyra kind of says to you, "Is everything okay? Because like, we're not sure what's going on." Like, she kind of moves up to you and is like, "Ursa keeps saying that there's a ferry here, and that we need to cross it. This is a cliff. I'm starting to get really concerned."
We'll just all stick together and we'll cross it. Just trust us on this.
Cross it? Orion, there is nothing here. She like passes her hand through the water like it's nothing. He's gonna plummet.
Okay. Do you think you can convince him to hang back? I know you guys really wanted to go to this concert, but I can't get into the details, but some crazy stuff is going to go on.
Well, the thing is, Jamie keeps saying that there's a boat and water. I think they're like messing with me, and I'm really concerned. Is everything okay?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
Because I'm not stepping off of a cliff, Orion.
Okay.
And I don't think the boys should step off a cliff.
No.
None of these people should step off a cliff.
Mm-mm. What is it? Can I talk to Ursa?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's you kind of move away from Lyra and move up to Ursa, who's like trying to calm Jamie down. He's starting to get really fussy, trying to get towards you.
Okay. Look. You can see this weird stuff going on, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's like water and a boat like up here. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He steps on like the water near the shore and it splashes to his foot.
Yeah. So Lyra can't.
He kind of puts Jamie down and he starts splishing on the water.
So Lyra can't see it, and I'm kind of worried for her.
I've seen her pass her hand through the water, but I thought it was just like an illusion.
Would you be willing to stay here and not go to the concert?
I mean, yeah, Lyra's the one that wanted to go to the concert.
Yeah.
But she wants to take the road, not the. But I keep telling her there's basically an ocean. She doesn't believe me. If she goes into the ocean, she's gonna drown.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull them both together now.
Okay.
Just be like, look, I can't explain everything, but some crazy stuff is gonna go down, and I don't want you guys to get hurt.
They kind of look at each other. Go ahead and roll charm for me. Would you like to use any adversity tokens?
Will it even help?
Where is Orion in the line? Like, are any of the rest of us closer to him?
They're not exactly in the line. They're like down in next to like the wooden pier area that has just magically appeared.
So, I'd be closest because I'm at the front of the line.
No, they're at the back of the line. You're at the front where the boat is.
Oh, I see.
So already over the water.
Oh, we're on the dock.
Yeah, you're on the dock.
Never mind. I thought I could throw in an adversity token in there to help him, but I'm not close enough.
The closest person would be Frankie, because Frankie was still by the bikes.
I'd be happy to donate a diversity token in that case.
I do have some too. I'll try to use 2.
2? Okay, so make a 4. With a 4, both of them look at each other, then they look at you, and Ursa nods first, and then Lyra just nods as well, kind of giving up.
Okay.
Jamie's still like reaching out for you.
Thank you.
They kind of nod and just shrug, and Lyra convinces Ursa to like move away from the dock and back on like towards the town.
Okay. Alright, so I guess the last thing I'll say to them is like, again, I can't explain everything that's going on, but we're gonna make it right. We're gonna get things back to normal.
They just seem to agree, and Jamie puts up a bit of a fight, but the other two easily pull him away from the docks as the ferryman opens the little gate, and Duke immediately just charges into the space. Penny. You see Jennifer and Jessica arguing about something pretty adamantly. As people are starting to move into the space, you walk up to the two of them, and they both see you and they stop, and they're like squinty-eyed. And Jessica says, "What were you doing in that weird hatch underneath the gym? And why did you lie to everyone and say there were free floats?"
I guess someone lied to me.
FYI, there were no free floats.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. Maybe I was caught up in the moment, or someone told me something about it. I can't really remember. It's been a really weird day. And I was down in the pit with all those people because of detention.
Roll charm. Okay. They kind of just seem to, with a 13, they kind of just seem to agree and nod. It's like, well, we're gonna go see Blam. Are you coming?
Yeah.
Because no one was really in the mood for burgers after, there were no free floats. So we all just kind of came down here, saw the ocean, and decided to, just hop on the ferry. Mm-hmm. A few other people said they were going to drive, but I don't know how they're going to do that. Not with all this water here.
Right. It's weird that the water's here, though, right? But you guys all... Did you see it?
Jennifer says, "Is it weird? I thought... Wasn't there always water here?
What was that now?
Wasn't there always water here?"
No.
You okay, Penny?
I'm okay.
Well,
Are
we're
you
gonna...
I'm
Yeah.
You're
We're not the ones coming out of weird places telling people lies and then telling them that there's no ocean.
True. You're right.
Come on, let's just go see Blam. And both of them start boarding the ferry. Do you guys all board?
I guess.
I'm like chasing after Duke already. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta wait till they let us all in.
But the good seats are at the front. As he boards onto the ferry, Clay, you look down and you are over the edge of the cliff. You can
Like-
see like the cliffside and the valley down below through the semi-translucent water that holds the space.
Yeah.
You're not sure what everyone else is seeing, but what you can see is fairly terrifying because it's a mixture of crystal clear water that shows you what should be there, and you're floating well above it. You board into as quickly as you can into the ferry because it looks pretty solid, and you sit next to Duke up at the front. The rest of you climb on board. The ferry itself, it has like a double seating thing where like there's a row of seats down the middle and rows on the edges, and all of you kind of pile up as close to each other, like this group, as you can near the front. As everyone kind of boards, the ferryman, without saying a word, kind of scoots over to the rudder and pulls the lever, and the entire thing lurches forward as you begin to glide. It doesn't feel like you're on water. It doesn't feel like it's like waving or moving. It just feels like you're gliding through air. You know, like when you cut paper and it just smoothly begins to slide all the way across? That's kind of the sensation you get as this entire thing begins to slide in the direction of Chernbelo Bay Resort and Casino. As you begin your journey across, Colt says, "Clay, this feels strange."
You think?
You're still kind of holding the head on the side, and you see its eye is currently glowing gold.
Oh, buddy.
What's going on?
Your eyes are glowing.
The blades? Do you need the blades?
No blades. No, Colt, do not.
Okay. Your eyes are glowing too.
I bet they are. Can I look over at Duke?
Yeah, Duke looks down at you because he's a little bit bigger than you. He looks like Duke.
But his eyes aren't glowing.
No, you look over at Orion, Penny, Kimberly, and Frankie. All their eyes are glowing gold.
Hey Duke, how excited are you about this?
I mean, it's gonna be all right. You know, it's not like
You don't have to pretend with me anymore. But
I'm so excited. I just waited for this moment so long. I was saving up money, and now I don't need to spend it. And they're here. I feel it. Justin is here, and I know in my heart of hearts that it's gonna happen tonight.
What's gonna happen? That you
The reunion, Clay.
See.
The reunion.
Just that it's gonna happen. You're gonna get to see it. Your dream come true.
Big breaths.
Yeah. All right, big guy. All right. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Now,
he's
Duke.
very strange.
Shut up, Cole. Duke. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Right, tell you something. You will get to see Blam, and that's really exciting and all. But other stuff might go down tonight. I can't really explain it. I don't know how I know. But just keep an eye out. Try to stay safe, all right?
If anything happens to Blam, I will lay down my life in their defense.
Duke. Please don't do that.
I will fight
Duke.
Everything.
Duke. I don't think
Blam.
I don't think Blam is in any real danger here. I think everybody else might be, but I think Blam's gonna be fine.
I'll be careful.
Please be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As all of you hear this conversation, because you're all like right next to Clay and Duke, you guys have been gliding for some time, and all of you kind of look over at the hotel every once in a while, and it seems a lot further away than it was before. Frankie, I need you to roll grit one more time. Whew.
Nice.
The weird phasing in and out keeps tackling you, and you like continue to shake it off. Occasionally you'll see the green sky, but you manage to reel it back in. You're not entirely sure what this is, but no one else seems to see it in your group. You guys travel for a few hours in this ferry. You kind of pass the time by telling jokes or getting each other's friends acquainted. Penny, your friends aren't too keen, but everyone else's is starting to get along, where Duke finds that that Casey has like an interest in Blam too, and they start talking about it. So like Clay, you don't have to deal with it so much, and Lily gets involved, like talking with them as well in like all the different like scenarios that Blam has found themselves over the years. But all of you have a moment to amongst yourselves if there's anything you guys want to discuss.
Did we?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Did we all notice the glowing eyes, or was that just Clay?
No, all of you have noticed that your eyes are glowing.
Okay.
Go ahead, Frankie. What was it?
Can I nudge Copper Pete? He's here with us, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I... Copper Pete?
Yeah.
What color is the sky?
What color is the sky?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah. Well, most days. Today, it's an open-ended question.
Well, the sky right now is like a bright green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have any more beer, Frankie?
I'm all out. They might have something at the hotel, I'm guessing.
Is
there anything else? Anything else you notice around? Other green sky?
The hotel's really far away. Coyote Canyon looks a little worse for the wear.
How long's it looked worse for the wear? Has the sky always been green, Pete?
The sky only gets green when I'm drunk.
And that makes you want to continue to drink? Is there no downside to the sky being green?
I have a lot more friends when the sky is green.
Like who?
Oh, these weird fellas. They don't talk much, but they listen. I tell them about all these weird things I find in that little basement hidey hole. There's all these like documents and stuff that I find. Some really neat like profiles on people. I just tell them whatever they're willing to listen.
And they never talk back, they just listen?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard for them to talk without, the mouth. And
yeah, makes sense. And they just leave you alone. They don't ever try to hurt you or anything?
No, I don't suppose they do. One of them tried to touch me once, and he stuck on for a while, but I ripped him off. They're pretty easy once you know how to deal with them. Now, it's when they completely cover you up, you gotta be careful.
How exactly do you get one of them off once they get stuck onto you?
I talked to that hippie man. What's his name? The big guy.
The hippie leader?
Cactus? It's something like Cactus. I don't remember his name. Saguaro? Montana. I don't know. I talked to him about it once. And he said the blue spirit of fire is usually the key, but I had no idea what he was talking about, so I just took his beer and ran.
How do you deal with one of them when they completely cover you up like you were talking about?
I've never seen anyone get out. They look different, but... Well, no, they don't look different, but they are. They behave different, for sure. Mean fellas. Start growing weird arms, look like spiders. It's not great. But in the green, cloudless sky, it's usually fairly safe, especially with Mr. Gray Skies around.
Has he not been around recently?
No, I haven't seen him in 2-3 years. Do you know Mr. Gray Skies?
In passing, ran into him a few days ago. A day ago? time's all kind of getting hazy, Pete.
I understand that. He's a sweet fella. There's always got to be a Mr. Gray Skies. You know.
I don't. Elaborate.
Well, you know, when this you can't always live in clear skies, and you can't always live in dark skies. You gotta keep those gray skies around, otherwise it's just madness. The flip-flopping of emotions just breaks you apart. You gotta keep the balance.
Glad we brought you along, Pete.
What? Where are we going?
Hopefully I'm talking loud enough to where everybody else can hear too.
I was wondering
I wasn't
if we
sure
were
if that
hearing
was
this
a
conversation or not.
private conversation or not.
No, you guys are all clustered together, so you guys
Okay.
can hear anything, and that's what I alluded to
okay.
when Duke was talking with Clay. You guys can hear everything that's going on around each other.
Okay.
Frankie, are
Yeah.
you seeing green skies?
Sometimes you gotta have the clear skies and the dark skies, and other times you have the green skies.
That's what I'm talking about, Frankie. You
I'm
get
gonna,
it.
I'm
Can I
gonna say
give
that's
Pete
a
a high
yes.
He attempts it, but he misses. As in the
Yeah,
distance,
you're not seeing green skies, Kimberly?
Am I seeing green skies?
No, the skies look blue to you.
No, I see blue skies. Pete, you mentioned documents and profiles.
Uh-huh.
Who about?
Well, people around town. There's this fancy therapist type who writes up on people when they go in for sessions, and they started storing their stuff. It's fun stuff to read.
Who's does the therapist have a name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Do you remember any of the stories, any names from these sessions?
Not really. I usually just read those when I have them around, and the faceless guys want to talk.
Okay. Are they still in the basement?
I think so. They should be, unless someone moved them.
Thanks, Pete.
I'm gonna. Go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, because all our friends are talking, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lean in and be like, guys, one of my friends thinks the water's been here the whole time. Like, she doesn't remember when it was. Both of my friends don't remember when it wasn't here.
When I was talking to Casey, she just thought it was weird that there was water. She was talking about holograms and trying to figure out how it was happening.
I still don't understand who gets to see these things and who doesn't. I mean, when I first put on Colt and we did the whole time stoppy thing, I also had some sort of vision. I do remember some green skies, but I'm not seeing green skies right now. And also, remember Ryan's eyes glow a different color when he's with the stones than the rest of us.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Possibly the blue fire spirit influence
Spirit.
thing? Yeah.
Orion, do you know anything about blue fire spirit thing? Has that ever come up in your hippie camp stories?
Orion, if you want to roll a brains for me, with a +3, because you are from the tribe. A 7. With a 7, you do recall Saguaro talking about the blue fire, the spirit within everyone, and a being associated with that. You remember the word, and it's always tripped you up to say, but it kind of immediately clicks back into your mind. Sinkla.
Sinkla.
Sinkla?
It's interesting. You know, we believe that the blue spirit resides in us all, and through countless bonfires it provided us inspiration to go throughout our lives. But now that I think about it, Saguaro was always very hush about the details of the spirit. But that word just came to me, Sinkla.
Do any of us know what that means?
You're not sure.
I don't know.
In the distance, you hear cheering and a bit of music beginning to kick up as Duke says, you are kidding me. But we're not there yet. What's this nonsense? Oh, come on, Ferry guy, can you move faster? In the distance, you hear crowds and music beginning to echo from the much, much closer hotel. As the concert of Blam seems to have began. As you approach the docks, there are several ferries already there. And trams are coming out of the water and up towards the hotel itself. A couple other trams are in waiting for you guys to board and go up to the hotel as the concert has begun and the sky has darkened. Lasers are pointing up into the sky, blue and pink, as the grand opening of the Chernbelo Bay Resort and Casino is about to begin.
We've disembarked, and we're just kind of waiting for trams.
Yeah.
All right. I want to talk to Frankie for a second.
Go for it.
Away from everybody.
Okay.
Hey, Frankie.
What's up, Clay?
You gave everybody their vials?
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing. Why do you keep telling people I don't have an accent?
I didn't tell that to anybody. I just told them I didn't like your accent.
You've been telling people that. I've heard it. It's going around the school.
Oh. Well, because I heard you not talking with your accent.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
not
talking.
right. Yeah.
You know why?
Why what?
You know why I don't have an accent sometimes?
Oh, why not, Clay?
See, my sister, she left the family, right? She went off to like New York and wanted to make it big in the movies and stuff. And she left me behind, and I am now the one that's going to take over the family farm. I never actually had an accent. I took it on because I wanted to feel like I belonged in the family as somebody who's going to run the farm and do something good with his life. It means a lot to my family that I keep the tradition of the farm and the accent and all of those things alive. So could you back off?
So wait, it's a tradition for the entire family to have a fake accent?
It's been an accent for the longest time, but we all lost it eventually because times change.
Because nobody around has the accent.
Right. But it's our thing.
Okay.
So could you back off and let me be that?
Sure.
Okay. Well, it's great talking to you, Frankie. Let's go and...
Clay,
I don't like you.
What are you doing? The trams are here, man. We gotta go. As Duke is waving his arm, the entire tram's kind of shaking.
Y'all go on ahead, Duke. I'll catch up.
All right, I'll see you there. And the tram immediately starts going. as all of you have disembarked now, and the concert is in full swing. We will be back with part 3 of episode 5 of Coyote Canyon. Don't go away. We'll be back.